Today we are going behind the scenes of one of the easiest processes in a print shop. These are DTF transfers and they are made in a gang sheet. I know we've talked in the past about how to make gang sheets, what they are, and all of the things which I am going to cover in full detail in the upcoming weeks, but I want to show you guys actually how easy it is to prep these once they come in. The first thing to cover is a gang sheet is one solid sheet, which means they're going to come in a roll. Or if you're making these at home by yourself, you're going to print these all at once, secure them, and then they will be ready for this process. Like I said, this is super easy. So if you're looking for a way to free up some of your time, you can pay a part-time worker to do this job, and it's not something that you need to go in excess on training. Honestly, throw in this video and I'll walk you through the entire step. Today I have 2 rolls at 22 by 192 and 1 roll at 22 by 72. This was a rather large order. I believe altogether there was 134 prints, something around that area. Now, when they come in, sometimes they're going to just be rolled up like this. Other times they are going to be nice enough in placing some rubber bands around them to keep everything simple. Once you unroll them, you will see that there are multiple images on one sheet, which is pretty much the point, and this is how you're going to save a lot of money ordering bulk images. Now let me adjust you so you can see exactly my point of view and you're not missing out on anything. That sheet all rolled out, and the first thing you're going to notice is that there is this line on the side. We need to get rid of that completely. I recommend using some form of a working table, something you don't really need or are attached to, because you are going to get cut marks all over it. You can also purchase a large cutting mat. For me, this table is old and it's exactly what it's intended for. I take a new blade and make sure it's new, because if not, it can kind of rip things. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I think this was $10 at Walmart. The best part about DTF transfer is they are very simple to cut apart. So you simply go down the strip and remove this line. This is a print line. It just guides the printer, letting it know where things are and what it needs to print. As you can see, that will get onto your shirt, so we always want to make sure to remove this. As you can see here, there are 2 prints per side. So this is 22 inches in length, or 22 inches in width, I should say. And then you determine your length. So this was, I believe, 72 inches, meaning that I could get 2 per section filling the page. It is very simple at this point. You go down the center and you just simply cut the designs apart. Now at this point you could go through and individually cut these, but I'm going to show you a quicker way later. I like to take my long strips and set them to the side for now. Once you do this a couple times, we're going to find what process works best for you and how to lay everything out. Now as you can see, I cannot continue to roll this or it is going to go on the floor. What I like to do is move these to the side and cut these on the top. Once again, you can see that we have 2 different sections here, so I'm going to go ahead and cut these apart. And truthfully, your process is totally going to depend on what your designs look like, how close they are, and what you prefer to use. Now these are going to be looking a little bit different than these, and I'll show you the entire process. But for the Annies, I'm just going to cut them apart down the center and put them to the side. These apples are a little bit different. As you can see, we probably can't get a paper cutter in between these. So what I am going to do, let's make this a little bit simpler here. To save time, just look at your project and figure out how you can do the least amount of cuts. Now here is the process that I'm telling you you don't want to skip out on. This paper cutter was maybe $30 and it was worth every single cent. Although one of the lights broke off, but we compromise around here. This has saved me so much time and energy. I'm going to show you exactly how. Rather than going through here and making individual cuts, now all I need to do, place them in. Of course, you want to be diligent about where you're cutting, and of course, making sure that we are never making the wrong cut. This has saved me so much time and energy. I highly recommend it. I'm not a salesperson for paper cutters by any means, but I did get this one on Amazon for $30. Quite honestly, it was worth every single penny, and I would buy another one in another piece. Only thing I don't know about it is if you can or if you cannot sharpen the blade, but it hasn't been a problem so far, and at its price, I'm willing to just buy it. And there you have it, folks. In just 17 minutes, I was able to cut and process all 104 of these. They turned out great, and they are all ready to be pressed now. Also, I do want to add that if you need to stuff these in the closet, if you're waiting for the shirts, you can have these sitting around for a little while. They're not going to dry out. They're still going to press perfectly, and your projects are going to turn out great every time.